Hello? Oh, I think you guys can hear me now, right? I know, if tech would work on the first time. Oh my god. I was gonna say, did I boom everybody out? For some reason, um oh, Cammie's on the move. I was gonna switch her camera over there, but then I was like, she might come over when I start talking. She, yeah, let me see if I can get if I do this. Yeah. Hi, Cammie. She came over. Hi. Hi. She came over while I was setting up and was like, I'm ready. I'm standing. I'm ready for my camera. All right, Cam. I think you guys can hear her. I know that you all are here. She might be you might be able to hear her purring. I like wonder if I can move my She's fully sat. Here, I'll turn on this camera. And then we can go to the desk cam and then that's my phone. I should move that. Oh, golly. Cammie. Hi, how's everyone doing? What a beautiful orange polish that I got at PB. It's so fascinating, so interesting. Of course, she just would like to be here. And yeah, right? She's really innovating. She's very smart. She's very... She's got boogers in her eyeballs, but she won't let me touch them. She will be gone if I try to touch them. So when I was setting up, I was sitting over here and she came and like I was setting up her camera because I was like, I got everything set up. And then I went out to go eat dinner and I was like, oh, I didn't set up Cammie's camera. And my partner was like, you just said that you were completely ready and you're a liar. And I was like, yeah, that's just true. She's so proud of herself. She loves being the center of attention. And I'm inclined to let her do what she wants because she has to go to the vet on Thursday. So, but how's everybody doing? I'm excited. We've done PBE for the past 2 streams, but we barely covered anything. So, what I was hoping to do tonight, if Cammie will let me have my desk back, which we will see, is I would like to paint my nails. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you can kind of see them all here. 12, 13 Dreamlands. We can just set them all the way around Cammie. And so I want to use some of these. I only have 9 fingers. I technically have my... Oh, here we go. Hi, baby. Don't rub against that. That's my water bottle. And it will be sad if you knock it over. I'm sorry that I don't have my speakers working. It says that they're... Oh, golly. We are knocking down We are knocking down polishes with our tail. Sweet Cam, I hate to tell you this, but ideally, don't play, no, or not, no. Can't play with the paperclip. Ideally, stream is only, I should start the game. But ideally, stream is only 2 hours long, and perfect. Yeah, go to your camera. That is good, because then I can do this. You've moved yourself out of frame, but perfect. Good job. I don't really know what happened to my speaker. It just says that there's not enough power for it. And I'm like, that can't be true. So, I guess we're not going to use it. I'm going to try to play it one more time, and I'm going to turn the volume like way down so that no. I unplugged it and plugged it back in, but it does not want to work. It might be because I got a new keyboard and it's beautiful. Sorry, Cammy, I'm going to steal the spotlight again. It's beautiful. It's a cat keyboard. It's also aluminum. It's very heavy. It's so cute. I switched the keycaps out on it. And like, can you tell? Yeah, they're little cats. And it's RGB and it's Bluetooth. And that's like huge for me, because before I would like want to move my keyboard over here so that I could type, and like during the day my keyboard is right here essentially. And I'm looking, and you're seeing like your here. This is the keyboard. You can actually see now because I'm not in the tiny little corner. The top changes colors, obviously. And then all of the keycaps are cats. They're so cute. This keyboard, though, I swear to God, it's like 4 pounds. It's so heavy. I do love it, though. Hi. I got this keyboard, so if you like look it up on the internet, I feel so weird not having music. I like don't know what to do about not having. Oh, let me start the game. I keep saying that and then I'm not doing it. I think hello. This reminds me. Here we go. There we go. I did it. And then, yeah, question mark. I need to switch this, but question mark. Hi, Cam. I do tabby use question mark before your guess. That will help. These words are so long still. Okay, before Friday, which announcement, beginning of stream, very exciting. Also, am I live on YouTube? These are things that we should check. Dashboard. I'm not live. Oh no, I am. I am live on YouTube. Great. I don't know why I can't. Okay, manage stream. Okay, I can see it now. I okay, I'm gonna say it again. Exciting announcement. On Friday, we are going to be live again around 5 p.m. CST. So a little bit earlier, about 2.5 hours earlier than normal. And very exciting. We are going to be streaming the Polished Praxis launch. So I have the full collection. That's just one of them. But I have, how many are there? 9? 10. There are 9 of the collection polishes. And then I got one of the gift with purchases that are going to be available for the first number of customers and then randomly throughout orders. I believe that launch goes live on Saturday. So we're going to be streaming it on Friday. If there's anything that you all want to see, please tell me. My plan is, at this moment, to have why can't anybody else hint? Can I hint? Everybody's supposed to be able to hint. Very odd. Very odd. I think it's supposed to give you the first few letters. Maybe you were able to do it, but because G was already the first letter. So before Friday, I'm going to fix this list. We're going to have a ton of the new, I'll put in a bunch of new like polish terms, and the words will be a little more tailored to us. And I'm going to show all 9 of the polishes plus one of the gift with purchases. There's, I think, like 8 to 10 gift with purchases that are going to be available like randomly throughout orders and whatnot. The launch goes live on Saturday, but on Friday at 5 p.m. CST, we will be streaming the full collection. I plan on coming in wearing 2 of the polishes, at least if I don't decide to do a full Skittle. And the other thing I plan on doing is having some swatch wheels ready with a ton of the polishes on them, ready for some comparisons. So I'll bring in some polishes that we can compare to. And then the other things that we'll be doing are just fawning over like how absolutely gorgeous Katie's new polishes are. Again, Polished Praxis launches on Saturday, streaming on Friday to go over the full collection. Very excited. This is my first time doing anything like that, so I'm pumped. and I haven't actually gotten a chance to start swatching them or anything yet. So, um, I'm very excited to do that. I think it will be just a ton of fun. And I'm so grateful for to Katie at Polished Praxis to allow me to do this. This is really fun and really cool. So, um yeah, come hang out, tell your friends. Everyone needs to buy Katie's polishes. They're like I said I haven't like swatched them yet, but in the bottle they're so good. They're just full of magic, and at least one of them is um exactly a polish that I have been wanting to like I've been wanting someone to make this exact polish and I haven't been able to find it. So, I'm very, very, very excited about that. But okay, I've been rambling now about that for a little bit. So, let's get back onto our desk cam and um yeah, Polish and Beauty Expo. It was what? A week ago? 2 weeks ago now? Week and a half ago? um I went, it was a ton of fun. It was a lot of nail polish. It was gorgeous. Oh, I forgot that I have to do this upside down. Upside down from my perspective. Um, but I bought a lot of really cool stuff and I thought it would be fun. Oh, please stay. My lens doesn't want to not fall. Okay, and then I want to I really want to bump the ISO up higher. But I wonder if I can make this light brighter. Oh, that's warmer. Take me back. Make it brighter. There we go. For some reason, so I have two lights. I have two Elgato key lights. And for some reason, this one over here, which is the one that is directly over the polish, doesn't want to connect to my app or anything. It has been working just fine, and then it suddenly decided it no longer wants to, which is just lovely. So, um, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, not having music is really throwing me off. But if you all are good with it, then I'm good with it, and I'll figure out what to do for next time. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working. But yeah, so ideally what I wanted to do was paint with some of these tonight. Um I have not painted my nails in like 2 days, which feels like a really long time for me. And I'm tired of having naked nails. So I was gonna do Dreamland because I just have like a critical mass. So I can do these colors are so good. So the other thing is Dreamland's overpours are available now. Um and I I really recommend them. Dreamland makes some of my favorite shimmers. So in particular, like these 5 down here, but they are also making this reflective like micro glitter bomb that feels kind of like GPL-ish, but not quite. And then like this one just has like chonky hollow flakes. It kind of feels like Bee's Knees Lion, but like blue. So I actually don't know if there's a lion sibling that is like this mid-tone blue. But I am absolutely in love with them. I did not buy everything, but I bought a not insignificant amount. So I need to paint my nails. I need to oil my nails. We should oil our nails quickly. Everybody, oil your nails. I want to use my watermelon nail oil thing, which of course is not in my nail oil cup. It's just shoved off to the side over here. But so I already have nail teaks on, and this is the way I do my polishes, or the way that I do my manicures, I guess, is I go over 2 coats of nail teaks, um, and I use a peely base, which a lot of people are like, "How do you use a peely base and use nail teaks?" So the peely base goes on top of the nail teaks, um, when we're gonna, like, shortcut our way there because I already have 2 coats of nail teaks and then a quick dry top coat on top. You can kinda tell and, like, they get a little bit scrungly, so let's see if I can zoom in even more. Oh, yeah, you can't tell. Maybe on my un yeah, okay, you can tell a little bit more on my unoiled nails, but okay. So, like, here, you can see how some of the nail teaks have started peeling just a little bit, but I start my coat of nail teaks, like, just a little bit beyond what do you call this? What's that part? Like a I know that that's not the proximal nail fold, I know that this is the proximal nail fold, but, like, a little bit further than I would go. Thank you. They're fine, they're okay. The nail teaks are, like, it just get a little bit weird, but I started my nail teaks a little bit below where I would start like a normal manicure. And then I do my peely base closer to my proximal nail fold and my cuticle, um, which I'll show when we do that. But I do that to uh to give the peely base that we use on top of this to a place to that I can kinda, like, get like a cuticle pusher under to kinda start peeling the peely off. I don't worry too much, like, I have a little bit I'm holding my hand here so that um and now we're, like, too blown out. Um, I have a little bit of nail polish left over. I don't typically worry about that too much on my, like, 2nd nail polish that I use of the nail teaks. I reapply my nail teaks, like, every 2 times that I do my nails. Um, I also don't worry too much about, like, I have nail polish under this nail. I don't worry about it. Um, if I don't get it off this time, I will typically get it off. The lunula, that's the part. I do it, like, a little bit above my lunula. And, of course, we have, like, a shorty that broke, PBE casualty. It's actually really been bothering me. Like, I know that it's just not the same length as everything else, but, like, I'm used to, like, typing on my phone and my keyboard and everything a certain way with my long nails, and I can't do it anymore again, and I, like, know as soon as I grow my thumbnail out, I'm gonna have, like, just gotten used to it being short again, and that's really annoying, but okay. For our plan for our nail polish, for our mani, I actually do wanna do, like, as many of these as possible. So, let's see. There's there's 14. So 4 have to get cut. I think we keep all the shimmers, so then I just need to cut these 4 from the rest of these, which I know is asking, like, a lot. But, okay, so I think we have a few easy ways to do this. I think we're gonna cut this one, which is Welcome to Dreamland. It was the come on. This was the doorbuster. And it's beautiful, but it's a thermal, so I don't think it will really fit in with the rest of these. So we're gonna take that out. Um, I for sure want to keep this one, which was this was the uh from the VIP bag. Meet me at Navy Pier, but this is like I was really excited for all of these, but I think that this is my favorite. That this one and a single canvas in London, which I believe this is up for on Overpours on their website right now. I know their Overpours are lives. I don't know if anything is sold out. But so I want to use that one. I think I might cut this light blue, no visible exits. Um, just because it's a little bit more acrylic-y in formula, and I think that that will kind of clash. Um, which gets us to here. Redo my focus again. So then Daybreak is a magnetic. So we could either keep this as like a really different accent nail, or we cut it. I don't really know what to do with that one. And then this color doesn't quite fit in with the rest of these, even though it's beautiful. This is the Polish Pickup Rewind. This is Bond, James Bond. And I can, if you guys want to see them on a wheel, I can do that too. But this is Bond, James Bond 2.0. But I don't think it really fits in with these. I'm kind of leaning toward doing this and this, not necessarily in this order, but something like that. So I think let's stick there. I'm going to set these off to the side. And one of them we won't paint tonight because of my broken thumbnail. I like Skittle. I love a Skittle, but they are very hard to plan. So, um, but I think I have a general idea of what I want to do. The paint, I think I'm going to do shimmers on the hand where I only have 4, and then I'm going to do the pink separately, and I'll actually go and grab my stand so that we can go ahead and paint it so we can at least see it. And then on my hand that is my bad hand, my not showcase hand, but has all 5 nails at the moment. We're gonna do these guys on that one. And I'm gonna play with the order until I feel like it's right. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, the Cindy hand. This is the Cindy hand, and it has a broken thumb, but it's okay because, you know, I can I can take my pictures like this. And then my other hand, which is much worse at posing, but, it has all of the polishes, and I still take photos with it. I'm just not as good at posing with my left hand. So, because I'm left-handed, I think. I don't think I'm left-handed. I know I'm left-handed. Um, okay, I'm gonna go grab my stand to do my thumbnail that I'll use as a press on. Um, but I will be right back. And it's so weird that there's no sound to like no music for you all while I go do this. But anyways, I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I also grabbed my headphones. I may listen to some music in my ears because it's making me feel really self-conscious to not have anything going on. So, um, I use the Unagella false nails, and I think this is a number 3, and it's a little bit big, but the number 2 is a little bit too small. And so we're just gonna use that too. Um, but hi friends, hi. Um, everybody who's come in and just has me on in the background. I'm sorry there's no music. I don't know what's going on. I'm literally just gonna put my own stream. My own stream playlist on in the background because I didn't know that I like used it as comfort thing, but I don't know why we can't hear it. Okay, I'm just rubbing in my nail oil. I know a lot of people wash their nail oil off before starting. I don't. Um, and I recently did a ton of cuticle care, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I also already filed. But we will also prep our false nail. We'll check for size. That's 2 of them. I can't remember if it's a 3 or a 2. The 2 feels a little tight, or 3 feels a little tight. And this feels a little bit big, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay. I should file the tip of that though. Oh. My meds are in the way. of my drawer. Oh, I also have my press-on pads, so we're gonna put that on too. Okay. File. And grab some tweezers. So these are just press-on, like, I don't know, sticky pad things. I don't know. I like them a lot. They don't last for a super long amount of time, but you know, they last long enough. And I just I'm not really showing it, but I just wiggle it down in there. I don't normally get it that close to the side, but that's okay. I press it in. And I try to really like, oop, I took a picture. Oops. I really try to like press it in so that it doesn't so there's no air bubbles or anything on it, and then stick it on our little thing, our little stand, and then I just file the tip down and the corners. The tip because it has like this little piece at the top that actually, if I can find, I can't. I just had cuticle nippers, but they're gone now. I'll just file that off. Until it feels smooth. And then these ones are already pretty smooth on the corners, so you don't have to do a whole lot, but I like to just do a little bit to really make sure it feels good. Okay. Stick it back on the stand. And then everything is in the wrong spot right now. Okay. So for press-ons, we're going to go ahead and get started on the press-on because it just takes a long time. I just do a coat of smoothing base. This is kind of mostly the same routine that I do for my own nails, but I'm a little generous with this just because I want it to look more like a natural nail. And having like the completely clear base just doesn't really quite do it for me. I mean, ideally, I'm not using a press on at all. And I don't take pictures of my thumb with the press on. I don't think there's anything wrong with people using press-ons, but I just don't. I don't like the way press-ons look on me. So and then on my own hand, I'm gonna do around a peely base on everything. And just make sure it's peely base. And I go pretty far back. Almost like my full manicure. Did anyone who either came to the past few PBE streams or who or missed them and is here now, was there anything that you all wanted to see that I either didn't cover or maybe I did cover it but you just didn't get a chance to see it? I what did I what did I pick up at PBE? For everyone who's already heard this, just tune me out. I obviously bought like the whole table at Dreamland. We can all see that. And then I got the full Lurid collection. Um I bought most of the new Jen and Barry stuff, including the new she always has no FOMO, but I got her most of her new collections too. I didn't pick up two from I think it was two from the new Dungeon Crawler Carl collection because I didn't think I would. What was an unexpected acquisition that I picked up? That's a good question. So when I go to PBE, I typically go in with my full list, knowing exactly what I'm gonna buy at every single spot. And I try my hardest not to impulse purchase anything. Um, the reasoning is my first PBE, I didn't I didn't go in knowing anything. I I was like very unfamiliar with a lot of the brands. So, um I went straight to the PPU table and I picked up a ton of stuff. Um that's the only time I've been to the PPU table. I have now not been at all since, other than to say hi to Lisa. Um but unexpected pickup. I ended up grabbing I'm looking at all of my stuff while we dry. So the other thing I want to do is I want to make sure for my mani, at least, I want to make sure that my peely base is completely dry. I know most of you all know this, but if your peely base isn't completely dry before you use it, there's no point of using a peely base. It will not peel off. Um, it might peel off in some places, but it can mix with whatever you put on top of it, and then it will stick, and then you've ruined the point. Um Unexpected. Oh, I have a good one. So I went to the Tyler's Trinkets table and I expected to pick up the entire um is it the Drag Queens collection? The entire new Drag Queens? Queer Dictionary. Queer Dictionary. I expected to pick up the entire new Queer Dictionary um collection. I ended up picking up two of those, but instead of getting the full collection there, I ended up getting, and these are like not normally my nail polishes. I do not love glow in the dark. Um, it's just not really for me. I don't, but I ended up getting a lot of the Need Candy 2 polishes. I'll grab those. Thankfully, I have like all of my polishes still very, very close and nearby. Did I only get two of them? Yeah, I might have only gotten two of them, but then the other thing that I got that was unexpected and I totally just bought were a bunch of these Pinnacle toppers. So I don't have any of the other Need Candy 2 polishes, but I grabbed these two while I was there. I grabbed Gaze Need Candy 2. And I don't know, I love it. I don't know when or how. Well, I'll probably use it at least for Pride next year. But it's July, so there's, 10 months between now and then to use this. But this, I think he launched it. I think Tyler launched it for PBE, but it's going to be permanent, I believe. Um, but it's so cute. I don't know what I'm going to use it for though yet. I mean, I could just wear it, but it's so cute. And glow in the dark polishes are just not normally my thing. And then I also grabbed, I think this is Bunnies Need Candy too. Yeah. Bunnies Need Candy too. This one is just really pretty to me. It's got all of my favorite nail polishes, or not nail polishes, all my favorite colors in it. It's just really, it's really lovely. So was very excited about those. And then a little less surprising, but still surprising because I'm not normally a glitter topper type of a person, but Liz from Pinnacle Polish had an $8 section that was like at the very end of her booth. And I've been like eyeing these Pride toppers for a while. So I got the lesbian Pride topper. This I think is so beautiful. Yeah, the both of the Tyler's trinkets are glow in the dark. I don't know what color glow in the dark. I don't know how to find that out quickly. Can I just, if I throw like my UV light at it, it would do it, right? Oh, yeah, oh, here we go. I didn't know this is how this would work, like immediately. But it's green. This is Gays Need Candy too. And then, and like, if I hide it in the dark, you can't tell. I'm gonna restart the words because this is crazy. And then, oh, Bunnies Need Candy too, I think is purple. Yeah, I believe that's purple. So purple and green. Very, very cute. And then these pan are not, so I got the lesbian Pride topper. I think that this is just so cute. And then I got the pan Pride topper or trans Pride topper. And I got the pan topper. I don't know if she has these all in stock on her website, but I'm going to try to pick up the ones I didn't get because these are so cute. And I actually have another trans Pride topper from Wabu's that I got last year at PBE that I think are really cute. So a little unexpected. I just wasn't already planning on buying those. I did have it in my plans to look at the Candy 2 collection, but because it's glow in the dark and because it's like hex glitter, I really didn't expect to actually grab any of them, but I really liked it. So, okay, we're just about there. Yeah, we're pretty good on Peely base. That's how I check my Peely base. I just touch it. And then one more prep coat on our press on. And this is the Jen & Berry's Neutral Zone, which is my favorite neutralizer. it looks really opaque. It really isn't. So you can kind of tell there that it's not as opaque. Okay. Then smoothing base. Sorry for my little sticker. It just shows me where I need to. I take videos of me painting each nail, and this shows me where to put my nail so that when I go in between coats, it's fine. And I go out of order painting my nails. I just do whatever feels good, which I'm sure drives people bananas, but I don't know, they're all shaped a little bit differently, and if I start with the one that feels like I can do it not weirdly the best first, I'll do that. And then I did have a little bit of a cuticle. Flooded my cuticles just a little bit, but I just used my thumbnail to fix it. I could grab a cleaner brush and stuff, but I tend to not really do that unless I really have to. So then the one thing about using nail teaks and starting it a little bit higher, a little bit above your lunula, is that, I'll zoom in. Okay, so you see this line. Oh, I can't hold tweezers today. Here. So this line, I'm not pointing to very well, there. That is where the nail teaks starts. It's like more obvious on some nails than others, but for those that it feels a little bit more obvious, it will show through your polish depending on what finish you use. So I tend to just go in with a second coat of smoothing base over at least that part and try to like thicken it up on the back a little bit. And then just drag it down the rest of the nail to blend it in. But I'm really going for like a heavier application toward the base of my nail. Having this on stream is actually pretty nice. I can see on the other side of my nail where I missed, which I normally can't see unless I pick it up and do this myself. All right. Other hand. I feel like for some reason this thumb has been so wonky. Like it doesn't feel straight any way that I hold it. And I don't really know how to fix it. But whatever. Here we are. That might just have been nail oil. Other PBE overpours that are up on sale now. GPL, the all of the like exclusives are gone, which I think was the three. I forget what the trio was, but it was like or like what the theme was, but it was essentially Yoshi, Trash, Crash Bandicoot, Yoshi, Crash Bandicoot, and Sonic the Hedgehog. So that is all gone, but the Hellmouth Heroines collection is all available for pre-order. Um, along with I think it's the 90s grunge. Yeah, it's the 90s grunge set that I picked up. I picked up 4 of the 5 at PBE, and then I bought the last one once I got home. Um and those are up for sale now for pre-order. Um and then I think Atomic also went up today. Pie went up today. I didn't make it to the pie table this year. It was like one of my first stops last year, but I didn't make it up this year. Lurid is up, although I think like a lot of the gifts with purchase are all sold out, but I think the full like limited collection is still up. But when those sell out, I believe they're gone. So, um, who else is up right now? I know that that Jen and Barry's, um, only chromesthesia and no visible exits are overpour. Here's no visible exits. And then I don't think I grabbed chromesthesia. I think it's because I think it's a it's a trithermal, right? I'm not the biggest thermal person. Yeah, because this is Welcome to Dreamland, and I have a hard time with trithermals. They're like really pretty in theory, but then I get really annoyed when they're on my nail. I just want my nail polish to be the color that I think it's gonna be. Maybe that's ridiculous, but um and like some people love thermals, but I'm just not one of them. Every time I put one on, I'm just like, this doesn't look right. um I've like gotten to the point where when I get thermals, I like hope that they die in the cold state. I like want both colors to look good. How are you picky about them, Tabby? I like want them. I personally want them both to look good, but I don't want to see 2 colors on my nail. Unless I'm like purposefully doing it. And also, I think it's because I feel like I have short nail beds. I don't I don't want to see I don't mind VNL, but I don't want the color to just change and like really show me exactly where my nail changes, like where my free edge is. Like I feel like I can fake it better with VNL. Yeah, that makes sense. Needing it to be really reactive for short nails is, like, super important. And then I have bad circulation, the novelty wears off quick. Yeah, I think that that's fair too. Like, if you want it to actually look like the way that it does, or like the two-tone thermal, like, you either have to have the perfect circulation, the perfect nail length. I think they're just, like, really, really specific, right? Like, if your nails are too short, it's not really gonna you may have a hard time seeing both of the colors. If you have really long nail beds, you may have a hard time seeing both of the colors. If you have really short nail beds but long nails like mine, I feel like it looks backwards. Like the I feel like the tip of my nail looks longer than like the rest of my nail, which also is like a long torsoed person. I've spent my whole life trying to figure out how to make my legs look long. I'm short. I'm 5 feet tall. I I have always done everything I can to, like, make my legs look longer. And I know this is all just, like, dumb beauty standard stuff, but, like, I just feel like I'm like, "Do I gotta feel judgy about my own nails too?" Like, I'd rather just not wear the nail polish. And a thermal top coat, and that's it. I've never tried the thermal top coat. I'm like, I have interest, but I also think I'm gonna have the same problem. I think I'm just not really gonna like it very much. And that's gonna be really annoying. Who's that Pokemon with black to clear is so cute. That's so much fun. That's, like, a lot of work, but it's very fun. I did get the Pokemon, um, nail stickers. I had to make a Target purchase for something else, I forget, that I could only get from Target, and, um, I was like, if I'm ordering, I'm gonna get the Pokemon nail stickers too. So, I got the Pokemon nail stickers. I haven't used them yet, but that's a really clever idea. Maybe when, like, the next Pokopia, um, thing, DLC drops, which I or the first of the DLC, I think that's in I mean, I guess it's soon. It's gonna be in August or September? I keep freaking out because I'm realizing that August is next week, and I have, like you can't wait for the DLC. I also can't wait for the DLC. I'm, like, very excited. The end of the main game had you sobbing. I think I ruined it for myself. I think maybe we've talked about this, maybe we haven't. The I I spoiled myself because I watched somebody else stream it because I didn't have a Switch 2 yet, and I didn't know if I needed a Switch 2. But I saw everybody talking about it, and, like, the trailer initially really freaked me out. So, I don't know, I just, like I couldn't get over, like, the Ditto face thing, and so I watched somebody else stream it to see if I was going to like it, and I ended up being absolutely hooked and watched, like, their full playthrough. So I saw the end, so I spoiled it for myself, and I loved it. It was very, very cute, but then when I played it on my own, I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's very nice." And I also had, like, a ton of feelings about it, like, when I thought about it and their unpopular opinions, so I just keep them to myself now. But, I mean, they're fine. It's fine, but it's nothing, like, mean, but it's a little mean, you know? It's cute they wanna see their humans again, but also they're doing just fine on their own. Alright, so we're going in with, Land of the Lotus on the press-on. And so, like, one of the things about Dreamland for me, canceling Professor Tangrowth, speaking my truth, truly. I need a ukulele and, um, to explain myself for sure. So, so one of my favorite things about Dreamland is their shimmers. Apparently, this is a new type of shimmer for them. I couldn't really apply this very smoothly, could I? I think there's a I think there's a cami hair in there. Maybe we try to fish it out. Maybe we ruin our whole press on. Ha, I got it. Now let's see if we can fix it really quick. Um, One of the things that I love about Dreamland, let's see if I think the next coat will fix that. It's better than having like the weird cami hair in it. It's just how glowy they are. I'll do a little bit more on this side. This one's gonna be a little thick, but it's okay to make it look smooth. Um, they're just so plush, and I love that about them. All right, now Penelope's gift, which is much more purple. It is a little cooler, obviously, than the stand, but it's not like I think it's a cool toned purple with a warm purple shimmer, is probably the best way to describe it. Um, but I love Pokopia. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my best friend. And um I didn't log in for this last event, which makes me feel like a poser, but it like happened over PBE week and there's just a lot going on, and the video game that I play with my partner that comes out every 3 months was also that week. So, or I guess it was this weekend, and I think the event ended on Monday. I think that that's right. Oh, you didn't do the Jirachi event? So I did do the Jirachi event. The Jirachi event I logged into, like, quite a bit, but that ended up working out pretty well for me in terms of I am, like, doing a really terrible job of applying nail polish today. Anyways, we'll fix it. It's because this finger is like a claw, and so I always forget. This is really beautiful. It kinda is giving me this one goes to 11:30, but warmer from Great Lakes Lacquer. Oh, no. I have a hair. These, I believe Cersei's Grove. I believe these shimmers are, permanent too, so they will be around, but all of the shimmer formulas are so good. And I think I might have mentioned it. They said this is a new type of shimmer that they got from their supplier, and they had, like, a ton of different colors. Um, but, to try them out and stuff, they needed to narrow them down, so they picked, I think, like, 4 different shimmers that they have, so maybe if we show them enough love, they'll get other ones because these are really glowy and really beautiful. Wow. My light is, like, really not doing any favors. I keep painting them and being like, "Oh, this looks fine," and then I look at my okay. We'll fix the straightness and stuff on the next coat. I don't My light is really not being forgiving. Okay, flashed glass. And then this I think is a slightly larger particle, so I don't think it's gonna be nearly as glowy from the inside as much as just like a shimmer. Yeah. It's just really shiny. That's really pretty. This is gonna be unreal. This and London are one-time pre-order. Like, so London, when we get to it, London is what made me go um, to the table to begin with. Like, um I knew I had to get London. Um, I knew there was, like, not a choice. Oh, no. Oh, great. I didn't actually I thought I bumped into these nail polishes that were over here, but I didn't. Let me refocus because otherwise it will, my camera will go to sleep. Oh, and then okay, so this last one, this is Aegean Drift. And I wasn't gonna pick up all of these, but then I reminded myself how much I love, like, LGB without the there's no LGB without the T, realizing how important that first part of that, the name of that nail polish is right now here in the moment, even though I know, like, shortening it is just what I do in my brain. I'm like, "Nope, don't do that." Uh, that one, and then Stonewall Was a Riot, um, are both just so good. There's a few other ones that I really love too. This I don't really know if it's my color, but it's very pretty. It might be my color in more coats. We'll see. We'll see. All right, other hand. How do we want to do this? I think I want to start. Yeah. So we're going to start with Acidic Azure on the thumb. Actually, I lied. I'm going to do this backwards because I think that Acidic Azure will fit in with these better than Meet Me at Navy Pier, which was a VIP polish. And so I don't think you can buy this one, but maybe look for it in D-stashes. Oh, I love it. I'm a sucker for Chicago nail polishes, even if, like, going like, the name Meet Me at Navy Pier, and I think they had a few other ones. I think there was, like, Meet Me at the Bean, Meet Me at, Lou Malnati's, Meet Me at the Art Institute, and, like, I love that theme. I think it's so cute. Um, even if going to the Bean Lou's I'd go to, maybe, if somebody I really liked was being like, "Let's go to Lou's." This is gorgeous. Um, Navy Pier, the only reason to go, was really for IMAX, and now the IMAX theater is gone, and I'm like, "Well, I don't really know what the point of going is anymore." I did go to play Pokemon Go once, but I don't play Pokemon Go anymore, but it was very funny to, like, go there's some, like, sh Shakespeare Theater no, is it Shakespeare Theater? Shakespeare on the Lake, something like that is at Navy Pier. Um, and sometimes there's, like, an event or something that, uh, I'm going there for, but in general, not going to Navy Pier, even if the nail polish is beautiful. The Art Institute I'll go to, for sure. I need to start moving my nail polishes out of the way before I start painting because I keep just knocking myself into them. Okay, so this is purple. Purple is the new neutral. And this is like a warm purple with a green shimmer, and I somehow didn't flood my cuticle there. Great news for me. It's purple with a green shimmer, and yeah, it has to have micro glitter in it, but I don't really know what color micro glitter, if we're gonna be completely honest. Then this is Razzle Dazzle that we're gonna do next. And I don't know if this is a green base. It kind of looks like it's a clear base with green micro glitter and red shimmer or copper shimmer maybe. But like the cool green is so nice. That's so pretty. I don't know if there's any reflective in that. It kind of doesn't look like it. It's so gorgeous though. Okay. a single canvas of London. So this one is for pre-order or one-time pre-order right now, or it's gone. I'm so excited for this one. Yeah. Oh, I completely flooded my cuticle. This one's definitely going to be one that we need to build up. But man, is it going to be pretty when we build it up. Yeah, like, oh, it's so good. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the stand. Kinda. That's so nice. I need to clean out my cuticle that I flipped. And I always do like all scrunched up to like, I don't know why I do that. All right, and then acidic azure. And then we'll go back to the other hand. I normally do one hand first and the second hand second, but I don't really know why I did it this way. I think maybe my thought was that the shimmers needed to sit a little bit longer to get a second coat without like pulling. I feel like these really ultra glowy shimmers, like sometimes if the coat below it isn't like super dry enough, it just feels like it drags. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, these are going to be really great. And then like if you like these are going to be great on their own, and then imagine if you really wanted them to pop and you put them over like an undie. Okay. And then this is Land of the Lotus Eaters. Yeah. And this is showing up like not as pink as it is in real life, but it is very pink. Like bright, bright, bright pink. Or not bright, bright, bright pink. It's like cotton candy pink. Oh yeah, that smoothed out quite a bit. Nice. Okay, I'm really gonna resist the urge to overwork it. I'm just gonna do one more right here. Okay, great. I feel like these are also really easy to overwork. And then they just get a little muddy. But like if you're patient with them. All right. Second coat of Penelope's Gift. We're gonna hold our nail up a little bit better at this angle. Like, focus on my nails, please. Thank you. See, like you can tell that like the tip of my nail is like just a little bit I'm working on it. Feels a little wonky. There we go. It's really, really nice. It's just so glowy. I think you need Penelope's gift. It's really, really lovely. It is showing up like slightly more blue than it is in person, but I'll take a picture too after this and send a photo in the Discord. But it's so pretty. And then this is the second coat of Cersei's Grove. I did a way better job that time. Camera's still not very forgiving, but you know. Here I am saying don't overwork it, and I'm overworking it. But I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm so excited for these. I just love I love Dreamland. This is the second coat of Flashed Glass, which is the other exclusive and won't be for sale after this pre-order. Very funny though. I wonder, is that wheel nearby? I don't think so. I also got the doorbuster from Sweet and Sour. And I think this kind of looks like it. This is really gorgeous though. All right. And then second coat of Aegean Drift. I just looked at my finger I looked at my hand like it was going to tell me what the nail polish color was. It's not really how it works. Okay, let's see if this color is for me. I feel like it's rare for me to find a purple that doesn't really work for me, but you know, it does happen. Oh, on the second coat, it's totally fine. Second coat, it's perfect. 10 out of 10. Here, let me take here's all of them without a top coat. But wow, they're so pretty. I messed up Penelope's gift a little bit, but maybe I'll do a third coat of Penelope's gift. We'll wait, but I think if I do a third coat of Penelope's gift, it might be perfect. Just because I messed up the tip. What is this word? I have no idea. No idea. Not a clue. All right. This is the second coat of Meet Me at Navy Pier, which was one of the VIP polishes. I flippin' love this. All right, purple is the new neutral, second coat. Oh, salmon. Good job. Good job, Liz. This one might also need 3 coats. We'll see. I'm gonna put a little bit more on right now. Maybe I can get away with 2 coats and the second one is just the thick. Second one's a double dip. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if this is the best purple I've on me, but it's a gorgeous polish. Okay, so I do think minus the thumb, this hand might all need a third coat or an undie. But I think it's because these are either very lightly tinted bases or clear bases. And in my opinion, that's fine if the base is really like, I think you could probably use some of these as toppers. Just on one coat. I don't think you could do it on like, and it's looking pretty like saturated in 2 coats here, but I think a third coat will really make it pop. That's so gorgeous though. Single canvas in London, of London. All of these polishes, I think it's all supposed to be like Art Institute inspired. And it does just make me feel like a day at the Art Institute. Two coats of London. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a third coat just for good measure. But gorgeous. These are all so glittery and shiny. Maybe I'll shine my flashlight at them when we're Have I seen Cleanna's painting inspired? I haven't. That's not the one that they did for PBE, it's just the new one, right? I have Cleanna's website pulled up because I didn't actually get to Cleanna during PBE. This is 2 coats of all of these. Um, and so I was going to look and see because I think Cleona is also open for overpours. Is the painting inspired collection, is it all just famous painting? Just famous paintings? Is it all based on like famous paintings or galleries or I don't think I know it. All right, let's do a third coat on here and then I'll do a top coat on the rest of this hand. They are noted, right, they were PBE ones were mocktail inspired. The kiss polish is so evocative of the Klimt painting. I'll need to look. That sounds like so interesting, and like the other one all based on art, and they have the Fauve, and I haven't tried them. But they just released the Rothko collection, right? Incredible. I just love using art as inspiration. It's so, and like they if they haven't released the Rothko collections very soon. Cool. I like I want to look at them. I haven't tried them. I have one nail polish I got in a D-stash, which I think is like one of the butterfly toppers, but I want to look at the Rothko collection. And like these other polishes feeling are all being inspired by the, you don't even like gold, but the Kiss ones got you. Okay. I love gold. I'm sure I'll be all over it. Oh, I think the other problem with this is I didn't cap the tip. I'm like, why does this nail it looks fine now. I'm glad I did the third coat because it felt wonky, but I do think I need to wrap the tip. I want to do it in a way that doesn't. Krista the Glitter says, "Oh, I need to look at I need to look at her stuff too. I haven't thermals and solars. I can get more on board with a solar because then the whole thing just changes. If the whole thing changes, I also don't go outside. That's not entirely true, but you know." I spend the majority of my time inside. I like say I love gold and I have just like a ton of blue and green and purple polishes in front of me. It is true though. All right. Where's my top coat? I thought it was over there, but oh, there it is. I just moved it a little bit. Hid it from myself just a tiny bit. Yeah, I'm a big fan of gold. I like can be picky about it, but in general, I love a gold. And I'll turn my lights back down a little bit after this too, so it doesn't look too blown out. Because I do feel a little bit blown out. But I also feel like when I'm accurately lit, it feels too dark. I don't really know what the balance there is. And if it's in between, it's just wrong. And I'm like, well, okay. Hi, Blue Frog. Cleona has a gold leaf topper with gold leaf. I have both of the Cirque real gold, the yellow gold and the white gold toppers. I got them as a Christmas present. And I love them. And I barely ever use them. I don't think I know Sunken Treasure from Cleona, but I'm gonna look it up after this. Oh, what is on the ring finger? Hi, unfortunately, this is a problem because this is flashed glass from yeah, this is a very Blue Frog stream. This is flash glass from Dreamland and it is available right now for pre-order. But this is the only time it will be available for pre-order and then it's going away forever. Yes, it is. That is exactly what I said when I forced her to order Dreamland because this is what we've been doing. It's just too good. Like, look at how good these are. There's no top coat on my pointer yet. And let me put it in focus. Okay, this doesn't actually feel like way too blown out. This feels pretty good. But if I lower my light, and then Let's figure out how to do this. There we go. Very direct light. I unfortunately have 2 blues on my other hand too. But they're glittery, so they're a little different. Okay, I'm gonna put a top coat on my pointer and on my press on really quick. Yeah, I normally go to Cleona at PBE, and it's like my only Cleona purchase for the year, but I didn't do that at all this time. I think the extra hour I don't think I was prepared for the extra hour at the end. Deep blue with real gold flakes. Oh no. That sounds really good. And I love deep blue. Like I love a deep blue with gold. I know that I know there's a few deep blues with gold out there, but I feel like I can't get enough of them. And like even in Holo Taco's anniversary collection, I feel like that dark blue jelly with the gold hollow flakes in it, or not flakes, gold scattered hollow is exactly what I wanted for something that looked like a firefly night. I know I have cracked chaos that kind of has that vibe too, but it was a little too saturated. I wanted it to kind of like be able to build up into some more depth instead of just being like I love cracked chaos, don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous. But like for that like firefly night feeling. I really can't do this now. I'm like butchering this whole pointer, but okay. Extra hour? I don't think I understand. Real so then the other thing that I do have the circ Oh, the extra hour, right. So Polish and Beauty Expo had an extra hour of shopping this year. I'm gonna try to fix this. Um at the end, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. It's like it's fine. I'm just gonna have to take very specific angle photos. So there was an extra hour of shopping at PBE this year, which is a blessing and a curse. Um, for VIPs, it's just a really long day. Like, I got there around 9 a.m. to get in line, and then VIPs get let in at 11. So, like, the way that it works is, like, you check in, and then you go and you sit in essentially, like, a second line after you check in to, um to go to another line, essentially, and you check in, you get your VIP bag, you go and you sit in another line for hours to go through your VIP bag. A lot of trading happens in that room. People are walking around. Like, you're in a line, but people are walking around, trading things, showing bags to other people, you're talking to people in line. It's like a whole thing. Um, and then you get let into the you get let in to start buying at 11. And then 11? Yeah, I think that that's right. Then GA gets let in at noon. So you have 1 hour. VIPs have 1 hour to go and buy things in shorter lines before GA. VIP, and then there's also early access, which keeps throwing me off this year. And so then in the past it's ended at shopping has ended at 5. This year shopping ended at 6. Um, and that's 7 hours of shopping for nail polish. So, it's a lot. And I mean, you're standing in lines. Most of what you're doing at PBE is standing in line. Um, that was this is a third coat of purple is the new neutral, and I'm gonna bump my light back up. Um, and so 6 hours of, standing in line waiting to buy your nail polish. You're talking to people in line, or you're standing there on your phone, or you're doing a little bit of both, and you're tired and you're hungry and you're thirsty and you're looking at gorgeous nail polish in your credit card. You've also, like, spent a lot of money because that's what you're there to do, right? Um, but and it's all really fun. Like, I say none of this to say it's not very fun. It's very fun, but it can be very overwhelming. And if you're not really sure what you're going in to look for, it can get really overwhelming, and it's just a long day. So, I don't think I was prepared for the extra hour. Yeah, it is very overstimulating. Um I have to hype myself up every year. But this is the 3rd year I've gone now, and I do genuinely love it. I do genuinely think it's a really great time. This was my first year going to the meet and greet, which was so much fun. Um, and I normally hate things like that, but, like, once you, like, kind of not forget, but, like, once you remember that literally everyone is there because they really love nail polish. They don't, like, kinda love nail polish. They really love nail polish. Um, it gets a lot easier. So, you don't have to be like, I don't know, and this is kind of the way I am in real life when I talk to people about, like, my nails. I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, I love painting my nails. I have a lot of nail polish. It's what I do for fun." Right? But that's definitely underselling it. This is 3 coats of a single canvas in London. And, but at PBE, like, you're wearing beautiful nail polish and somebody's going, "Oh my god, is this XYZ?" And it might be, and that's fun. So, it's different for sure. Same. Yeah. It's just like, I'm like, I don't know, I like nail polish. It's fun and cool and what I do when I get done with work. And then people are like, "Oh my god, you do this yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Oh my god, are you trained? Do you paint other people's nails?" "No. I'll paint some other people's nails, but I don't want money for it." Um, I just like painting my nails here on the internet with you all. What? Like it's hard? Truly. Hit them with the Elwoods. I'm like, I don't want anybody to. I did paint my grandma's nails though. She scared the shit out of me. She made me think I cut her because she asked me to cut her nails, and I was horrified. I was like, "I'll paint them, but just for you." Y'all, these are all so pretty. This is 3 coats of all of these. Yeah, my grandma, I love my sweet grandma. She is, um, she is in hospice, and she middle left hand is razzle dazzle. Let me, like, show it. There we go. Um, she asked me specifically to paint her nails turquoise. I brought her You went on When I went on a trip with my mom and my sisters, I did my mom's nails with homemade nail wraps in the car on the way, and everywhere we went, people are asking her where she got them done. "That's so cute," and she'd point at you. Oh, I love that so much. Yeah, my grandma was like, "I want them turquoise." My dad was like, took a picture of her pedicure and was like, "She wants them this color," and I was like, "It's turquoise, okay." I brought her I brought her, like, 7 different turquoises. She picked the one that my stepmom already had, a bee's knees lacquer take no shit that I had already given a bottle to my stepmom because m my stepmom needed that nail polish, and, so she picked that one, so I brought my 7 nail polishes, on a trip with me for nothing, but she did it, and she asked me to cut her nails, and I was horrified, but I cut them because she asked. And I was cutting them, and her C curve is so tight, y'all. Like, my nails are, like, flipping flat in comparison, which I don't really have a tight C curve at all, but her her C curve is so tight. And so she asked me to cut them down, and she said that they were like, she just wanted them she didn't wanna, like, cut all the way down, but she wanted them cut down enough so that, like, if she was, like, trying to pick something up on the table with her hands, she would be able to do it because she's losing a lot of her dexterity, right? So, she was just like, "I already have a hard time picking things up. I would like my nails to be cut so it's easier." For sure. Really tight C curve, also strong as horse hooves nails. Um, and so I'm cutting them. I was gonna cut them with just like a normal nail clipper, but I couldn't get it around her C curve because her C curve is so tight. And so I needed cuticle scissors. And I think I was doing a good job. I didn't want to cut. I knew I wanted to cut with like space to file down. Because I knew that that would be safer. And I brought in, and so I was cutting her nails, and I think what happened is I think her C curve, like, because her C curve is so tight, I think when I started cutting her nail, I think the nail went ahead and, like, curved even more inward, and, um, like, it didn't cut her, but, like, it hurt because, your own cut nail does hurt, um, but she was like, "Oh, no," and, like, pulled back a little bit. I forget exactly what she said, but she was like, I asked her, I told her to tell me, like, I told her I was being very careful and I didn't want to cut her or any of the things. And she was like, "You might have cut me." And I was like, I freaked out. I just completely, totally, utterly panicked. I didn't cut her. She was fine. And yes, I cleaned all of my tools ahead of time, but like, I was so panicked. It was fine though. And I painted her nails and she loved them and she posed because my dad showed her my Instagram and was like take a picture like the way that you take your photos on Instagram. So I took a few of her holding the bee's knees bottle. It was very cute. 10 out of 10. Recommend painting your grandma's nails and letting her scare the shit out of you just a little bit. Keeps you young. A really fun experience though. And, she's my last surviving grandparent. So, I I started with an above average amount of grandparents. I had 6, um, but because my parents are divorced, and, um, I'm really lucky to still have a living grandparent, and, um, I love her, she's awesome. She's so cool. These are my Dreamland nails. The Instagram, it's so cute. It's so cute. It, like I wanna stress, it was, like, not easy for her to do, but why do I feel like I can't pose these very well? And all the cami hair in the background, oh my god. These are incredible. I'm in love. I genuinely love every single one of these. Even the ones that I was, like, a little bit iffy on, I think. I think they're all so perfect. And then, our little pink press on for later. Um, Dreamland. An indie I think a lot of people sleep on, but I really love Dreamland. This was their first year at PBE. I really hope they come back. Um, because this was just these were incredible collections. And I really love this like new formula from them. I know it's not like a new formula, but like the reflective coming back from like cuz this is, or no, this is acidic azure. I was thinking of James Bond coming back for Polish Pickup Rewind. I um Oh, I also wanted to put my flashlight on for, let's zoom back in on these a little bit. Set my phone down somewhere. Don't ruin all my nails. Zoom in. Focus. Okay, great. Flashlight. They're so sparkly. I love this, like, I love this glitter, um, reflective I like don't know which of these actually have reflective in them, if we're gonna be completely honest. I'm not that I have a hard time kind of telling the difference between micro glitter and reflective. I mean, I think you can really see it in the middle. There's definitely reflective. And the pinky, I think there definitely is reflective. So that's Razzle Dazzle and Azure Dream. Acidic Azure. I think they might all have reflective. It's just kind of like you got to catch it at like just the right light. But these are so good. I love this new formula, and I think that Dreamland should do a lot more in this formula. That's my opinion. Okay. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay, well, on the upside, y'all, today we had less technical issues on the microphone side. I think I have fixed that for good. I think I just needed a new cord, and I have a new cord, and we should be good there. Obviously couldn't figure out the music today. Don't know what's going on. Let me turn back to Facecam. I love my nail polishes. They're so pretty. They look so washed out here because my light is so bright. You didn't even notice there was no music. I don't know what's happening. It says my thing doesn't have enough power. I'm getting new speakers anyways, so I'm not gonna mess with it too much. We'll figure it out. It might have to do with the fact that I plugged in a keyboard, but that seems silly. My other keyboard was plugged in already. So, anyways. Hopefully I need to have it fixed by Friday though. So, I'll work on that. I'm going to work on new words for our words thing this week. Because Friday, just another reminder, Friday, 5:30 p.m. Oh, here, I'll actually turn back to desk cam for just a second. Friday, 5:30 p.m. Polished Praxis stream. We have the full collection in hand and a gift with purchase. And we're going to try them out. I'm going to have them all swatched. I'm going to be ready for some comparisons. We're going to talk about, I'm going to be wearing them. We'll talk about how they apply, all of the fun stuff, how pretty they are. Releases on Saturday. Get really pumped. Tell everyone. I'm so excited to have the honor to be able to do this. So again, really big thanks to Katie at Polished Praxis for trusting me and letting me do a launch stream for her brand new brand, nail polish brand, debut collection. Very excited. It will be a ton of fun. I will be posting all about it all over the place. But please come, please hang out, give Katie all of the love. And now that I've done all of that, plugging away, I will either see you on Friday at 5 p.m. CST, or I will be here again next Tuesday at 7:30 again. Around 2 hours, kinda like we did tonight. But I either wanna do some browsing for HHC and polish pickup because I believe both of those websites will be up for wish listing. If I have time, I may do prep something else fun that I've been talking about, but we'll see. Um, I don't wanna get too far ahead of myself. I have a lot of things that I need to do this week. So, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. And I will see you later. Goodbye.